Okay, let's say we want to find the inverse of the function f of x equals to x squared minus 5 using algebraic. We're going to follow our four steps. Our first step is we're going to replace f of x with y. So I'm going to take f of x and replace it with y. That's the first thing. First step. All right, second step, we're going to switch the value, we're going to switch the places of x and y. All right, but now that's step two. Everybody should be able to get to step two without hardly any trouble. Okay, now step three is we need to get y by itself. So let's think, what do we have over here with the y? Well, we got, what operations do we have? We have subtraction and we have exponentiation. Let's look at PEMDAS over here and notice that we are going up, okay? So let's look at the order. Based upon the order of PEMDAS going up, which one should we get rid of first? Should we get rid of the subtraction or the exponentiation? It looks like we hit the S first. So what is the opposite of subtracting? It's adding. So we're going to add 5 to get rid of subtraction. And what you do on one side, you got to do on the other. Okay? So let's go ahead and add those. We'll see here that we have a cancellation here. That goes away. And so let's simplify. We end up with x plus 5 equals to y squared. Almost what we wanted, but we still don't have y isolated by itself yet. So we still need to get rid of the exponentiation. So how do we get rid of the exponentiation? Well, the opposite or the inverse operation for exponentiation is the square root, because that is a power of 2. So we can take the square root of both sides to eliminate it. It's going to look like this. This is what it looks like if you take the square root of both sides. Now, nothing is going to happen on the left because the square root of x plus 5 we can't simplify. But we can simplify the square root of y squared because the square root is going to cancel out the y squared, at least the exponentiation. And that's going to leave us with just y. So we're going to end up on the right with just y. So now what we have done is we've just completed step 3. We have solved the equation for y. So now, as a final step, step 4, in place of y, we're going to replace it with f inverse of x. So that lets us know, if I go ahead and clone this and I bring this to the top, that the inverse, that the inverse of f of x equals to x squared minus 5 is the square root of x plus 5 equals, well, the square root of x plus 5, that is the inverse of f of x. That completes this video.